My name is Alif Piamuddin. For this video, I will talk about experimenting for two-shaft gas turbine simulator. So this is on MEC 294 Thermofluid Lab. So on slot 1, I will talk about apparatus, procedure, and objective. So the objective of the experiment is to determine the efficiency of gas turbine, to understand and study the basic functioning of gas turbine, and to understand the effect of changing pressure ratio, load, gas generator efficiency, and power turbine efficiency. So this is the apparatus of the experiment. So if you can see on my cursor, so this is the experiment actually we've been doing. So this one is the control to make sure that the value that we want or we might want. So this is the menu on the starting values that should we do. So this is the software that we're going to use. So on first step, so we must make sure the starting value on this computer it seems on this table. So if have some mistaken or more or less, so we need to make sure that we need to back to the initial value by controlling the counter or counter to rotate this one, rotate increase to clockwise and to decrease counterclockwise. On step 2, so we switch on the starter to activate the compressor to compress the inlet air. At the same time, the temperature of pressure outlet will increase, so the fuel will go to the combustion, and then we can see here the fuel and gas will go into combustion. Before clicking the ignition for 3 seconds, make sure the value of RPM is 60, and then we switch off the starter. So make sure that it's on 60 RPM. So next step, so change the pressure ratio from 4 to 10 by increment of 1. So when the reading show on PC screen, record all the data, which is RPM, cycle efficiency, RPM of shaft, and power generator, and also torque. So we change it to 4 first by increase counterclockwise. So after 4, we go into 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Increment by 1, and then we must every time the value of pressure ratio is increased, the PSI is increased, we need to take all the data, record all the data that we need on the PC. So next, make sure the step 4, make sure the pressure ratio on initial value before proceed to the next step. So after we gain to 10, we must make sure it to be on the initial value. So next, continue the experiment by changing the load on power turbine from 30% to 100%, increment of 10%, and from proceed to change of gas generator, which is high pressure efficiency from 60% to 100% with increment of 10%, and also change the power turbine efficiency, which is low pressure from 60% to 100% with increment 10%. So first, step by step, so we need to change the load, and then for from 30% increment with 10% until 100. Next, so we need to change the pressure efficiency from 60% of 100. So to change pressure efficiency, which is we must increase it by using the increment 10% every changing. And the last one is change the power turbine efficiency, which is from low pressure from 60% to 100%, vacuum 10%. So for the safety, make sure that our hand clean and dry. Make sure that apparatus is in a good condition. Make sure we follow all the I mean all the steps and all the rules in the lab. So on step 2, it's very simple. So this is the table that we need to fill and we need to create on Microsoft Excel. So the data has been given on the feature. So this is the data that have been given on the feature. So you can see we just put it on the Microsoft Excel, and we can just do the graph. So what we need to calculate is just the uh, theoretical value of efficiency on the pressure ratio, this one. So here we go on calculation. Here, go to the drawing, speed. Okay, let's go. So as you can see that the formula is n equal to 1 minus 1 over r p, which is k minus 1 over k. So for the rp1, so rp is 4, so number 1 rp 4 here equal to 4. So we just put it on the formula, which is n equal to 1 minus 1 over 4 1.4 minus 1 over 1.4. So which is theoretical is k equal to 1.4. So we get is 0.3270. So I think that's it. So here we go. So another calculation, I will do another calculation, which is 2 rp equal to 5. So this one, so 1 minus 1 over 5, 1.4 minus 1 over 1.4. So we get is 0.3686 here. So this is the value that we have. So we will go to the Microsoft Excel. So this is Excel. So this is the table that I already filled it. So I will choose the pressure ratio table. So I will fill it. So we go one by one. So this is the ETA 1.66, 2.0, 2.19, 2.3, 2.36, 2.39, 2.40. So this is the ETA theoretical that already been calculated. So 0 0.33, 0 0.37, 0 0.40, 0 0.43, 0 0.45, 0 0.43, 0 0.47, and one is 0 0.48. So this is the end. So 12.4, 11.4, 10.5, 9.8, 9.2, 8.7, 8.2. So 1.5, so I just drag it here. Another one is 1.2, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.9, and 1.8, and another one is 1.9 here. So we will go to the graph. So we just one by one, which is table. So we insert so we want it to be scattered. So select data. So series X name is thermal efficiency. 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 With S. Pressure ratio. So on the X value is 3 psi, and Y, this one is the experiment. Okay, so then we add another one, which is the same as another one, which is thermal efficiency as pressure ratio. So series X SI and series Y is theoretical value. So okay, so which is this is a graph number 1. So we choose we add the chain, axis tyrrell, and chart tyrrell here. So this is a thermal efficiency vs pressure ratio. So this one is thermal first graph. So things good. So and then we insert another graph, some scatter, select data, this xnap is term efficiency. So value is this one, and this is y is ETA. Okay, so this is the other one. So I don't type the access title, so I just do some simple layer. Power generator. And this is so another table, insert another one, another chart, scatter. So select data, add power generator, which is term efficiency. This one, ETA. So this graph is actually not complete yet. So it's about power generator vs load. Okay, this one is thermal efficiency vs HP efficiency. So we just put thermal efficiency. Efficiency, HP efficiency. So we are done. So we click another one. So we go to insert. Oh yeah, put a legend. So another one we put insert. Select data, add efficiency vs LP efficiency. So LP is actually for the power turbine. So X. So it have a value of negative here, legend and its title. efficiency. Another one is LP efficiency. So I think that's all for my part here. Then we will go to the slot 3. Oh yeah, you can see that this is the graph. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you can see here the negative value because I have negative here. So okay, so we're back to the slot 3. Slot 3 is simple. So the conclusion is the objective were obtained. So the experiment has been successfully conducted. All the data has been shown and be shown on Microsoft Excel. As you can see on Microsoft Excel, we do the graph and we can see the flow and comparing by the theoretical and the experimental. So then the comparison we can see on the graph, we were able to understand the concept of the experiment. So on the recommendation session, so do the experiment about 3 times to find the true number. So we must do it again and again, and then divide by 3 to make sure that we can get the true number, and then learn to use the apparatus. So I believe that the software I can't see it because we are on the ODL. So I believe it's maybe hard, maybe it's easy to make sure that when we must be careful by on procedure, be careful on reading where taken on the data of the experiment. Yes, that's correct too. So we must be careful. Maybe sometimes we think we just think about it that's to make it just simple as we want, but actually we must be careful on the reading, and then make sure and remember to follow the experiment procedure. So by remember and follow the experiment procedure, we can reduce the error by doing the experiment. So this is some the application. So this is a turbine, and then this another one is I believe so the concept of the experiment is really used on this one. So this one I believe is on the chat, and this is we going to do on the offshore, I mean the oil and gas, if I'm not mistaken here. I think that's all for my video. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys watching on could help. Assalamualaikum. Thank you.